Tennessee will soon have a new tool to help the state weather any storm. It's called a Mesonet. It's a statewide network of weather stations in every county. The stations offer instant real-time measurements of things like rain rates and soil saturation right at the local level. They'll be installed in open areas like farmland away from structures which could impact readings. The state allocated $3 million in its budget to help get this project up and running. An inside job. That is how one Metro Council member views a large no-bid contract that Metro Nashville Public Schools gave to a company connected to a former district insider. This follows questions first raised by News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams. He is with us now. Phil, you continue to follow the money.
Yes, following the money, and the issue here is how the school district handled a big contract it was giving to a firm with connections to a Metro Schools insider, someone who was leaving the district to go to work for that company. That timing concerns a Metro Council member with a long history of bird-dogging how your money is spent.
Number one, the cost of it is exorbitant.
Metro Council member Courtney Johnston is sounding the alarm about a lucrative no-bid contract awarded by Metro Schools, a contract given out with no bids to the politically powerful consulting and lobbying firm, the Ingram Group, to advise district officials on how to run the school system. It came as Director of Schools Adrian Battle's longtime Chief of Staff Hank Clay was leaving MNPS to go to work for the Ingram Group.
And then when you look at the scope of it reads like the job description of a blend between the Chief of Staff and the Superintendent of Schools. Well, we already have a Superintendent of Schools and we have a Chief of Staff. So why are we paying another almost $250,000 a year to add a consultant to do this?
According to a review of records, Hank Clay's last day on the job was December 2nd, 2024. The very next day, on December 3rd, the Ingram Group sent this letter saying it had appreciated getting to know Dr. Battle and the whole team and offering to provide a range of consulting services. Ingram offered those services for a monthly retainer of $12,000.
And part of this says Hank Clay will take the lead on MNPS engagement.
So they had been talking about this probably well in advance of Hank Clay leaving.
I don't know how you could not come to that conclusion.
And on the very next day, December 4th, MNPS began the process for a sole source deal to give the work to Ingram without any competition.
Well, there's a lot improper about it. I mean, if you're negotiating a contract outside of MNPS, outside of your current employment,
while you're
employed, that shows something's off, right?
Under school board rules, MNPS officials had to document why the Ingram Group was the only possible firm that could do the job and what services it would provide. This was the one that really intrigued me. School board member relations support. He would strengthen relationships with school board members.
To facilitate approval of operating budgets and capital projects with local and state. I've never seen the school board push back very much on anything that the superintendent of schools, the current superintendent of schools, wants to do.
Why would the director of schools need someone to work on her relationship with the school board?
That's a great question.
A Metro Schools spokesperson declined to make Dr. Battle available for an interview. Instead, the district offered a statement saying that given the increasingly complex political and policy environment in which public schools operate, access to multiple sources of institutional knowledge and experience is valuable to Metro Nashville Public Schools. Addressing complex issues is strengthened by input and perspectives from a range of experienced professionals.
Their justification for the sole source is that, hey, we need this expertise, and he's the expert because he's just recently left this position that has this exact job description. It's mind-boggling to me how blatant this is.
Now, if they had needed him just for a transition period, would you have had a problem with that, or as much of a problem?
Not necessarily.
But last year, MNPS gave the Ingram Group a new no-bid contract, this one at $20,000 a month, almost $250,000 a year. It includes options for the contract to run 60 months, in other words, 5 years.
My overall concern here is what this indicates. If this is how they're doing business, what other contracts are being done sole source that are exorbitant in nature, that are wasting our tax dollars?
And our investigation recently revealed that while Clay was working on the inside with Metro Schools officials, he was also secretly advising the internet company Zayo that had a multi-million-dollar contract with Metro Schools and was trying to renew that deal. The Ingram Group denies there was any real conflict.
All of it is eyebrow raising, and it just makes me wonder, what else are they doing?
The latest contract renewal, the one worth $250,000, was approved by the Metro School Board with no discussion. But the initial contract, the one for $12,000 a month for 6 months, did not require board approval because it was less than $100,000. You can see statements from both MNPS and the Ingram Group on our website, newschannel5.com. And of course, we're going to do our best to keep following the money. Rory?
Thank you, Phil.